Hi, this is Ranadi Madhu. I've come up with another video. This time the video is on talk on a very trivial and important topic, and the topic is how to avoid car or two-wheeler stoppage during flooded road. This is a very common phenomena in India during rainy season. Specifically, if you go to west of India and perhaps in Mumbai during rainy season, then probably it is very common that your two wheelers or your four wheelers during rain or in a flooded condition inside the city, Mumbai city, will come to a halt suddenly, and has many of us have suffered during this stoppage and heavy downpouring, and that time you face too much difficulties. And believe me, it happened with me. It happened when I was in Paradip in 2017, when I was in Indian Oil Corporation Limited. So all of a sudden in the morning I was about to move out of from my quarter, and therein it was not heavily downpouring, but all of a sudden I came across a big flooded road, and while I was trying to move, it has started downpouring heavily. And believe me, my four wheeler was stuck on that flooded road. I really didn't know what to do. I left my car there in itself. I had went uh, backward and came to my quarter on the road itself. This is a very normal trend which everybody does it during flooded condition or flooded condition, and your vehicle all of a sudden got stopped. Then I went back in that heavily downpouring situation. A person nearby a quarter was seeing the entire situation, seeing me struggling to move my car. Then he helped me out and kept my car aside a quarter. So I kept my car there for 24 hours because it was heavily downpouring. There was nobody on the road, and after rain was stopped in the evening, I went there. So luckily the water was went out, and that's it. Then I came back with my car, but my clutch was not working, the brake was badly damaged, and the accelerator was pretty much okay. So you can understand during flooded conditions, specifically in four wheeler, if you try to move ahead, keeping your gearing condition at lower position and then try to move ahead, there is a possibility of damage of your clutch as well as a accelerator. So you can understand that moving in the flooded condition is not easy, is very difficult. So what will you do? So there are a lot of possibilities which we can do such that we can avoid these kind of conditions. In two wheelers you will hardly see this kind of all of a sudden stoppage. I had Bajaj Avenger 220cc two wheeler, so I went that particular location for returning for uh, taking my car back to my quarter with two wheeler, and the two wheeler with that flooded road was moving very smoothly because it has a higher higher combustion chamber in two wheeler condition, and obviously it has lesser resistance on the flooded road because of two wheeler streamlining. So it was very easily able to move through the flooded road. So in two wheeler you will hardly you will see these kind of conditions for lower combustion chamber two wheelers. Now the question goes, how do you avoid these kind of conditions? There are two or three possibilities through which you can make your entire situation very peaceful. The first, which everybody knows, is the technical changes which you need to do. Your car, your four wheeler or your two wheeler comes to a standstill in flooded condition just because your exhaust pipe is being filled with water. This is the first condition wherein will see your two-wheeler or four-wheeler will come to a standstill in flooded condition. So what kind of changes you can make? The immediate changes which you can make is making a connector with the exhaust pipe, which I believe can be sold by any car manufacturer during rainy season, and make that exhaust pipe to release the exhaust gases from upward direction, meaning not from horizontal direction. So what would happen that even if your car or two-wheelers are under the water completely, your car or two-wheeler will be moving, because in the engine water will not go. So this way you can avoid filling of water inside your engine, be it a two-wheeler engine or a four-wheeler engine. So thereby you can easily cross the flooded road very easily. So this modification would be such that with just a mere addition to your exhaust pipe, a kind of a complementary device which we tend to come across every time as a complementary accessories of your exhaust pipe, which we can just by our bare hand can fit in and during rainy season, and we can easily move around in the flooded condition as well. So this is the first technical change which you can bring in, and through which you can able to move very easily inside a flooded area during rainy season. So this kind of complementary accessories I have not seen so far, or not being available or not being made available by other car manufacturing company. So this is the change which can they bring in. So the change which I am saying is all about a change which you have seen. The exhaust pipe of tractor, perhaps you have seen it. The exhaust pipe of tractor is in the upward direction instead of horizontal direction, because tractor tends to go into the muddy area or submerged area during agriculturing. So because of which there is a possibility of semi-liquid being entered inside the exhaust pipe. So because of which they have made the exhaust pipe to release exhaust gases from the upward direction. So these changes which we have seen, which have come across over the years, but in India I have not seen these changes have not been implemented in our two-wheelers or four-wheelers during rainy season. Every year we are suffering. There are so many cases of four-wheeler, two-wheelers got stuck in the flooded area. It happened with me in Paradeep in 2017. And believe me, it's very, very much full of harassment. you try to avoid these kind of situations, because in rainy seasons, no matter how much you try, your office will always remain open. And believe me, gone are those days when in rainy season we'll come across school holidays. So we have to move out during rainy days. So anyway, so this is the first change which you can bring in, such that you can move along very easily inside a flooded region. The second thing which you can do it, I can do it, and which I think most of us would do it, and those who are a beginner in two-wheeler or four-wheeler driving, they tend to do this mistake, as obviously after 2 or 3 mistakes they will understand that you have to drive like this. So what you have to do, you have to make your gear at a lower position, and keeping your clutch and the accelerator uniformly, such that your exhaust gas or your exhaust power exit is more powerful than the water gushing in power. So you'll understand, and you have to make this possible when you will keep your gear position at a lower position, either first gear or second gear. So if you can do it, then you can easily cross over the flooded area. You have to do it for some time. The moment you increase the gear position from 2 or 3rd position, from second position to third position, there is a possibility of power, exhaust power being reduced, and the gushing in water power will be more, and that way the water will be filled in inside your chamber. So this is the second way through which you can come basically cross over the entire flooded region, which I tend to do it. I once I was like those days 2017. In those days I have just started driving my four wheeler, so I was not that much aware of the entire situation. So because of which there was a mismatch in clutch and brake linkage, and because of which I pressed the clutch more and then brake little bit, and there was a little bit non-synchronicity involved, and because of which my clutch was badly damaged along with the brake. So but later on I have understood that this is the way you have to keep your gear position at a lower gear level, and that way you can increase more power, which will not allow the flooded water to enter your exhaust pipe. So this way you can easily come across or overcome the flooded road. You can do it for more than 10 to 15 minutes. There is nothing wrong in that. You have to, and at the same time you have to keep your accelerator position low. Moment you increase the accelerator position at lower level, at lower gear level, then there is a possibility of mismatch, and which will result in lesser power generation. So anyway, this is the way through which you can basically overcome the entire flooded region when it is rainy time. So this is the two ways through which you can overcome this entire flooded conditions, and you can keep your four wheelers and two wheelers working properly during flooded condition. So I was just thinking that now July ending, so now is rainy time, and most of us I'm from Kolkata, so my place is never going to be flooded. Other places are to be flooded, and therein you will see this two wheeler has been stopped, that four wheeler has been broken down in flood condition. So these kind of things will come across here and there every time in rainy season. So I thought that that it is high time that somebody should make some noticeable idea generation in terms of eradicating or in terms of avoiding these kind of conditions. So the first condition is very much uh, feasible, and probably in the future the manufacturer will take notice of it, because just by extending your exhaust pipe in the vertical direction, you can easily move around inside the flooded condition. So that is the best possible scenario which you can do it very easily. And the second is, it's all about driving skills, and if you are a good driver, then you will come across that, you can overcome that region. Otherwise you have to suffer. For a beginner, everybody suffers. I suffered, obviously others will also suffer for a beginner. So these are the two ways through which you can able to overcome flooded region car or two wheeler driving difficulties. So that's all mere suggestion, and probably I think through this video, if some manufacturer would see it, they would like to give us this solution during rainy season. Make your exhaust pipe a little bit extended in the upward direction, such that there is no possibility of water entrance inside the exhaust pipe. So that's it. In no other way your car will be stopped. Just by entering water inside the exhaust pipe, then only your car will be stopped. So by avoiding this kind of thing, you can definitely roam around very easily inside city peacefully during flooded condition as well. So far I have not seen any manufacturers giving any sort of help to us two wheeler, four wheeler drivers, and probably it has been more than 30-40 years. Nobody has seen this kind of solution. So probably in the future somebody will give this kind of solution, and through this our life during flooded condition in rainy season will be peaceful. You don't have to worry anything. So that's all. If you feel like giving a thumbs up to this video, please do so, and please subscribe my channel Ronnie's Identity in YouTube, and stay tuned for more updates and videos in the future. I have more than 470 videos, and with newer videos I would like to share my thoughts, newer ideas, and mind-boggling tips through which my life as well as societal condition will be improved. So that's all, and I wish you a nice night. Bye.